Our true reality is much greater than the average consciousness can perceive within the physical constraints of the mind. This means there's much more that can be experienced when we move into a truer version of ourselves. However, awareness and observation measure our reality and experience. The consciousness we hold within our biological system is very much entangled in the physical realm, but we are much bigger than that. The process of awakening to the true self, or the higher self, means stepping away from the linear time holographic realm, or what many refer to as the matrix. The true self is not limited to the physical body and is much more expansive. And we can awaken in this way by activating our energy centers and harmonizing our consciousness with the pure consciousness of the higher self. Our energy centers are most often referred to as chakras. When we awaken the energy centers, we create a self-referential map of all that is, which enables us to navigate outside of our physical and holographic frame of reference of reality. In other words, we begin to disengage from an awareness of the self that's entangled with the physical body only and move into the higher realms of awareness for a true exploration of who and what we truly are. Think of it like this. There's a higher aspect of you. That higher aspect of you sent a small fragment of itself into a holographic realm to engage with a different experience. But the true part of that higher self is not within that physical system of experience. It's on the outside observing and cannot be contained within that system. The process of returning back to this higher self fully is twofold. One, the higher self connects to the fragmented self, what you may identify as your physical self, to reintegrate self-awareness. This could be happening in this very moment as you hear these words. And two, the fragmented self begins to come into the realization of the true reality of who and what it is, generally causing a longing to disengage with the artificial realm it inhabits and connect fully with the true self, or tap into the fullness of that true self to continue with a heightened experience within the current physical reality. The physical consciousness system differs from the pure awareness of the true self. Physical consciousness focuses on the physical realm, often rooted in survival. Pure awareness extends beyond the limits of these physical experiences, time, and space, in a sea of unmanifested possibility. When we tap into that pure awareness of the true self, our potential is unlimited, because the true self cannot be limited to the physical body or the conscious awareness that's experienced within the linear time holographic realm. This linear time holographic realm responds to each individual's awareness, as well as the collective awareness, although we are all interconnected energetically. What you experience is an imitation or a mimicking of your energy, much like a mirror. Therefore, if you interact outside of the parameters of this holographic realm, the level of experience moves your consciousness beyond what that realm offers, beyond the physical body. In other words, with practice and the right tools, a person can consciously and energetically move into a reality beyond the holographic reality. This does not necessarily imply physical death, but rather a heightened awareness. Interestingly enough, moving outside of the parameters of the holographic realm is achieved by going within the self. To do this, we reframe the awareness to a perspective of the personal energy being withdrawn back from the physical world, back through the body, and out into the place from which it originated. In other words, everything must be undone in order to return to the original state of the true self. This is described energetically as the neutralization of consciousness. On a soul level, we all seek the return of our physical awareness back to the higher plane. When this is achieved, a person can project themselves into greater possibilities, gain the ability to operate across multiple dimensions, and function in a way that synchronizes their physical actions with their spiritual and higher self. Following is a visualization technique to assist you with this. Find a comfortable place where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and take in a deep breath. And then just gently exhale. And begin to breathe at a pace that's comfortable to you. Just sinking into the space you're in and letting everything around you just float into the background. Imagine each part of your body becoming light and carefree. Starting at the top of your head and moving all the way down to your feet, just imagine a large wave of relaxation and ease moving through you. Visualize that with each exhale, you are releasing anything that feels tense in your physical body. And if all of that tension does not immediately disappear at the beginning of this meditation, know that it will release fully as we move on. Now that you are feeling much more relaxed, center the attention of your mind at the base of your spine and visualize the color red in this space. Notice a warm or cool tingling sensation there. And then use your mind to imagine that with each breath you pull in, you are also pulling more and more red energy into this space. It's as if this red energy that has always belonged to you had been fragmented and scattered outward, and it's now returning home. See all of your red energy return to this space at the base of your spine, and then just imagine it beginning to move in a clockwise direction. Take a few moments to do this. Now move the attention of your mind to the area just below your navel and visualize the color orange in this space. Notice a warm or cool tingling sensation here. And as before, use your mind to imagine that with each breath you pull in, you are also pulling more and more orange energy into this space. What had once been fragmented and scattered is now returning home fully. See all of your orange energy return to the space just below your navel, and then visualize it beginning to move in a clockwise direction, synchronizing with the red energy at the base of your spine. Now move your attention to your upper abdomen and visualize the color yellow in this space. Once again, you may notice a warm or cool tingling sensation here. And once again, use your mind to imagine that with each breath you pull in, you are also pulling more and more yellow energy into this space. All of this yellow energy that was once outside of you is now returning back to you. See all of your yellow energy return to this space in your upper abdomen, and then visualize it beginning to move in a clockwise direction, in unison with the red and orange energy just below it. Now move your attention to your heart center and visualize the color green in this space. You may also once again feel a cool or warm tingling sensation here. Use your mind to imagine that with each breath you pull in, you are also pulling all of your green energy back into this heart space. Anything that was once fragmented and separated from your heart center is returning home to heal you as an intricate part of you. And once you have pulled all of your green energy back into your heart center, pulling it back into your essence as if you vacuumed it back to you, visualize it beginning to synchronize with the red, orange, and yellow energy centers as it starts to spin clockwise. Now move your attention to your throat area and begin to visualize this area as a brilliant shade of blue. Once again, you may feel a warm or cool tingling sensation here. And use your mind to imagine that with each breath you pull in, you are also pulling more and more brilliant blue energy into this space. It's as if this blue energy, your blue energy, was once fragmented and scattered outward, and it's now finally returning home. See all of your blue energy return to this space, and then just imagine it beginning to move in a clockwise direction, like all of the other energy that has returned back home. Now once again, move your attention to a focus on your eyebrows and forehead, and begin to visualize in this space a deep midnight blue. You may also feel a warm or cool tingling sensation here. With each breath you take, use your mind to imagine that you are pulling back to you more and more deep blue energy into this space. Whatever was once fragmented in the physical world is now coming back to its original space, as if a puzzle whose pieces have all been placed together neatly once more. See all of this dark blue energy return back to the space on your forehead, and then imagine it beginning to move in a clockwise direction, synchronizing itself to all of the other energy that has returned back to you. And once more, move your attention to the crown of your head and begin to visualize in this space a beautiful violet color. You may also feel a warm or cool tingling sensation here as you do this. With each inhale, use your mind to imagine pulling back all of the fragmented violet pieces that were once scattered, as if you are finally calling these pieces home and they are excited to return. See all of your violet energy returning to this space, and once again, beginning to move in a clockwise direction in complete synchronization with all of your other energy centers. Now use your mind to try to visualize all of these energy centers complete and fully restored back to the original state, brightly shining, moving in unison, healing every part of you. And once you have this image in your mind, just imagine that the rest of you turns into a bright white light. It's as if all of you is the totality of these colorful energy centers. From this space, you are free to travel out beyond the physical world and explore new possibilities. You may feel much lighter, much clearer, and much happier. You may also be able to see how expanded your awareness has become from this vantage point. How you, yourself, are much more expansive than before. And as you practice this visualization technique more and more, you will be able to easily move into this space with just a thought, and have the ability to access higher levels of potential, tap into the fullness of yourself for a heightened experience within the spiritual world, and gain the ability to bring that back into your physical reality.